name is Phil Riebel. I am president of Sustainable Paper Group, and Sustainable Paper Group is an environmental consultancy, and we run a couple of key projects. One of them is called the Environmental Paper Assessment Tool, which is what I think we're going to talk about today. And the other one is called Carbon Balanced Paper, and that's another initiative related to paper products and greenhouse gas emissions, climate change. So those are the two big projects we're working on right now.
Can you speak to the function of Epat and its origin as an assessment tool?
Sure. Epat has been around for a while. It's essentially a sustainability scorecard for paper products and paper-based packaging. It was created in the early 2000s by a group of major US publishers and the industry. So together, the publishers in the industry worked to develop a tool that could be used as a scorecard for paper products. Now, some of the publishers included Time Inc., Hearst Corporation. There were retailers like Staples and many other companies. And it's basically a scorecard that uses metrics, over 25 metrics, to look at the environmental footprint of paper products. And there are several buyers, customers that buy large volumes of paper, and several paper suppliers that are members of Epat and have been over the years.
What are some of the biggest challenges in maintaining sustainable practices when it comes to the paper supply chain?
The paper industry has a wealth of environmental information. It's available in sustainability reports, reports to the government on their websites, but it's hard to access, and it's hard to get the same kind of information from all the different suppliers that you're dealing with. So in other words, there's a lot of stuff out there. And what Epat does is it centralizes it into a common database and allows buyers to compare apples to apples. So basically, it's an online platform. The paper suppliers input their environmental and sustainability data into Epat, and they share it with the customers. And there's a detailed instruction manual on what to input. And what that gives you at the end is a database of comparable numbers that applies to all your paper suppliers. So it makes it easy and gives you the information at your fingertips, and the information is the same for all suppliers. If you had to go and dig around to obtain that, it would take basically a long time. And Epat is a way to centralize it and make it easy for consumers, for buyers and suppliers to engage in a dialogue on key sustainability metrics. So it's important also, and it helps buyers monitor their supply chain, basically in terms of key measurable indicators.
How is the tool beneficial for keeping the sustainability conversation going with suppliers?
It's a great way for buyers and suppliers to engage in sustainability because all the information is readily available. So the other benefit is that suppliers that have invested a lot of energy and effort into sustainability can showcase that performance and may actually even get more business out of it. So it helps the discussion. It helps some companies get more business. And it also shows transparency in terms of environmental reporting and sustainability, because the data is all available, and by making it easily accessible, you're basically promoting environmental transparency in terms of your operations.
Why is sustainability in the supply chain so important?
There's a lot of momentum right now around sustainability, and it's becoming more and more important for paper suppliers and buyers to get engaged. One of the reasons is that many large corporations have made pretty aggressive sustainability commitments, in particular related to climate change. Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Estee Lauder, the cosmetic company, have made very aggressive commitments to reducing their carbon emissions. And a lot of those commitments extend to the paper supply chain. So we've got, the corporate world making aggressive commitments towards sustainability, and therefore suppliers to those companies are, it's in their best interest to get on board with sustainability and show results. And what Epat does is address that for the paper and paper-based packaging supply chain. So if you want to sell to some of these big companies that have made sustainability commitments, it's in your best interest to have the information on your paper supply chain.
How can merchants use information from Epat when speaking with customers?
I think it provides a value-added service to the merchant community. In a few ways, it gives merchants access to the data, which otherwise they may not have readily available. It also helps educate their sales teams and their marketing teams on what the data means. And that education helps them have more productive dialogues with customers around sustainability. So it's not just the data itself, it's also the education around what the data means, how it should be interpreted. And we provide all the backup service related to that. So there's currently 2 of the largest US merchants that are members of Epat and are actively using the information, and we're hoping others will join. The website is epat.org. The email to reach us is info@epat.org, and the phone number is 506-226-1463. And we have a LinkedIn social media platform and a company page on that as well. So there's a few different ways people can reach us, and we can get them information, train them on how to use it, and hopefully they decide to join us.